Lathi bayisakazuka isikhumba sengqongqo. Vulani indlela kugaba ukuba umnyama. Bamba ngasibini singabi nadyodyo. Khanda namachisa konakala ukuhlala. Ha! Namhla sigagene kodwa ndinguyino ngqawusa intombi kamhlakazeni wadiliza into abazikaXhosa. Ndiligube vule mvelo uTibu James bazoshubela abantwana ukhala khululumla abantwana. Umgodi omdala wadida amantshontsho inkomo zikathi inkomo zikasijekula. Inkomo zikanwambe ezadla intsimi kabhangqoza ikhukuza zayithala zemkane engcambu. Mbanam ninalwantu ubonayo kamazolwan ngayayaluzela na hayi yibika kwintakenhle kwilizwe liphela yinamadoda hayi kumakaskafi uthi zamahlebela amadikazi amahlubi kumakaskafi usifuba sibanziswe ikwangamadoda emphathu kumakaskafi the global moss the dusky dragons snow like a morning dew on the mountain Hermon kumakaskafi the revolutionary the prophet, the teacher, the guider, the global icon, oh, the freedom fighter. Umakaskafi kaloku madoda uqhushaqhushalaza wasiqingela ikamveka kamleyo amanqana buwagqithile iminqantsa wayiqabela ngaxeleshe ngasemva kwaphela waqhoba wafohlela ngezikrweqa ze-UNIA. Go back to Africa. Back to Africa. Unity. Unity in action. Unity amongst humanity. Amandla. Yonke loo nto madoda sithina sitshotha namhlanje. Singqungqa singqumshela. Sithi halala makaskavi halala. You are the gold. You are the regional gold. You are the continental gold. You are the African gold. Marcus Garvey is the gold. As the ancient times of Egypt were the oldest gold artifact dating 1352 BC to the ancient golden Rhine of Mapungubwe found in the royal graves of our African kings and queens, to all the astronauts that explore global planet with courage and resilience. Today we celebrate our own prophet Marcus Messiah Garvey. Uthi Marcus Garvey kaloku ngenye imini, the people without the knowledge of their culture, of their origins and their traditions, they are like a tree without roots. I am not an African because I was born in Africa, but I am an African because Africa was born in me. I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the seas, the trees, the deserts, the flowers, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. I am an African. My mind and my knowledge of myself is formed by the victories that are the jewels around our African crown. The victories that we earned from Isandlwana to Khartoum as Ethiopians, as Ashanti of Ghana, and as the peppers of the desert. Today, it feels good to be an African. Maniniyaga bafazi balenda wabona thakathi. Decham. Dengcilele.
Wow. Only you can do what you do. Only you can do how you do. It's powerful. It's very spiritual. We welcome you once again to our studio, Jessica.
I appear as one, but I stand here as millions of us, as the nations in Africa and abroad. We are one Africa, one purpose, one goal. I am the voice of our nation, Thank you ever so much, Roots FM, for having me. It's always a great honor for me to touch base when I'm here in Jamaica. Roots FM, from the roots. I am strengthened. Each time I come here, I learn a lot about us as the Africans, because we are the hub, we are the hive of prestigious knowledge. Africans everywhere in the world, there's something that they wouldn't take from us. Our authenticity, the indigenous of us. Not that the indigenous knowledge systems, but the indigenous that we are. The human capital that we are, the true sense of humanity that we are, is the hive of prestigious wisdom. It's just for us to recognize and realize that, so that we can flow and stand as one and be united and share amongst ourselves.
When did you recognize? You're coming all the way from South Africa for the Garvey, Marcus Garvey celebrations, where you performed awesomely, I mean outstandingly on Sunday. But when did you come to that recognition about Marcus Messiah Garvey? Because a lot of people here in Jamaica still don't recognize it. A lot of people in the world still don't get it. You got it.
Something said to me I must come to Jamaica in 2017. I didn't know why. I didn't know anybody. But one poet who came to South Africa shared something on the Facebook that there are poets that are needed on the Jamaican festival, poetry festival by Yasser Safari. I said, this is the time. I have to be there. So it's my cue to go. And when I got hold of IRFM, Kabu asked me about Marcus Garvey. She told me that I could expand my stay in Jamaica and perform at the Marcus Garvey tribute. I didn't know who Marcus Garvey was.
Can you imagine that in 2017, which was pretty recently?
I didn't know my powerful icon. I didn't know the spiritual leader of my journey to Jamaica. And then I began to know about Marcus Garvey. I don't believe so much in Google. I came to Jamaica. I learned about Marcus Garvey at the IRFM tribute, because I believe something that I hear from one of my very own, because I still didn't know who Google is. So I didn't want to be fooled by somebody that I don't even know. I wanted to hear from my very own people. And I began, Claude Sinclair took me on a journey to my heroes at the Heroes Park. And he told me about Marcus Garvey, the president of the UNIA. They gave me the book of the principles of Marcus Garvey. And when I was there, the spirit of Marcus Garvey took over. The spirit of Paul Buchel took over. The spirit of Sam Sharp took over. The spirit of Nani, the Queen Nani of the Maroons, took over. And the revelation, they spoke to me. And the zeal to know about who I am. Because you could be powerful. There's the reason why we've got so many of us killing each other. It's all the ambition and determination and the power that we possess. That the mind is not informed. So we don't know what to deliver. So that is a fulfilling journey in my life. I feel like I'm doing my master's. I feel like I'm doing my PhD in Jamaica. Each time I step my foot in this country, I come out with something. The teachings, the speakers that are hosted by IRFM at the tribute to Marcus Garvey are teaching me powerful things. It's like, for me, my spirit is like a streams to the rivers.
That sounds so poetic.
It leads me towards these streams that are the point that becomes a point of reference to the river that I am. Because the nations of the world have to drink from me. Even Africa itself, this history of our people is hidden down there in the dungeons of the big libraries of Oxford University. You have to pay lots and lots of money for you to get to know who you are as an African. But the work that Jamaica is doing, celebrating of our heroes, and bring those academics and intellectuals who afforded to go and dig our history. It's massive. I wish all the ears of Jamaica could hear and listen from these teachings of the Marcus Garvey. In the little corners where people have got a vision of activities around our global icons, I applaud them. But we need to open up as the people that no one is bigger than the other. We should be the streams towards the beautiful, powerful river. If one has got a capacity than the other, bigger capacity than the other, we all have the capacity. A capacity is the capacity. Let us celebrate our icons without inferiorities, but with love, because they believed in love, with selflessness. Let's take everything to teach our children, to teach each other. Because a parent that is not informed will not be able to breastfeed the communities.
That's right, and that's the role that we have.
I come all the way from South Africa. My trip is not funded by government, not any organization. But the spirit of Marcus Garvey, I can tell you, even until the last day, I wouldn't know my itinerary. But Marcus Garvey and all my icons, Abu Malcolm X, Abu Martin Luther King, Queen Nani of the Maroons, Empress Menem, my prophet, Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie, they provide the spirit of Nelson Mandela. I'm so honored that my sister Isis, when I slept Mvezo last year celebrating the centenary of Nelson Mandela came to me, not in a dream. He literally came to me in spirit and said, "My child, you are going west and far west." West and far west, which is North America, Canada, Caribbean islands. He pointed me all these places. So I'm on the mission, and when I looked at it, that's where our people are. We are dominating all over the world, but the power still, the wave of power and greatness is in the Caribbean islands, Americas, Canadas. We should stand up because we are still holding the candle lights of our global icons. We are still having the story within us. So this story needs to be documented. This story needs to be told so that it should not fade. As we cross over to the Russians, Asians going down, our story is fading. We should stand up. So I am following the footsteps as the great Nelson Mandela has channeled me, that I should be here. And I always say, I am where I'm supposed to be.
Where you're supposed to be in your hair. At Roots FM today in the heart of the inner city.
Woo! Kingston, Jamaica, baby! How exciting for me, and it's my month of birthday, you know. I'm so excited that I'm sharing the month with the great Honorable Messiah, Marcus Garvey. He is my soulmate. Each time I read his principles, his teachings, I find myself. Sometimes you think you are hallucinating, you are delusional when you hear this voice, when you hear all these things that you need to be doing. And my point of reference is the great Honorable Messiah Garvey, and I applaud all the people who actually took their time to write these teachings down, so that we must have the books. We must have the books, and now we need movies. We need songs, and I'm inspired by the song that the great Big Stone, Claude Sinclair wrote, and it's educative. I see school children singing it. I see it everywhere. I see it on big global stages. I see most of the artists can do something on that song. It could be a beautiful, powerful collaboration that people can take on, which I am inspired that there are visionaries who are following the footsteps of the great Marcus Garvey. I applaud Kabu for allowing me to come and take part. She just posted something on Facebook, a poster, and I said, I should be there. And yes, she said, yes, my sister, you must be there. And woo! And the royal treatment. Oh, they are the great hosts at the Moon Palace, baby. You know what I mean? I arrived early in the morning on the day of Marcus Garvey tribute at IRA FM, and guess what? I was so energetic because I had to go through the hydrotherapy at the Moon Palace and just have a refreshing day. And have you seen my makeup, baby? Have you seen my outfit?
Listen to me.
And that outfit weighs 30 kgs, is the whole suitcase. But I was able to carry it because I am not alone.
Family, her outfit weighed how much?
30 kgs, my darling. I have been able to carry it because I am standing on the shoulders of the giants.
We need to hear another poem. We need to hear another. You're a praise poet, and we need to hear another poem.
Africa no zala wa ma-Afrika. Africa no zala wa mzonsundu. Africa no zala wa mlisela nomthinjana we-Afrika. Zifikile izikhelenqa zingezi zakuzakuza zizenzo nozakuzaku yanqisha intombi enkulu yakhaba ngawumane yalandula abhuduzela amabhedengo bibhidla amazinyo bhude bhabha mexela umbhali wasuka wabhebhetha ebekulukuhle kulahlekisa amanokonya kodwa wayilahla imbo yakho ngophoyana bekudovadova bekunyathela bekubiza ngenqantosi mhlaba mnyama mhlaba okhokho masimahlaza masimachumleyo acinyiswe kukuzingca nebhongo lama-Afrika kunike ama-Afrika ndithi honto ngenxa yenyameko yokumela inyaniso nenzondelelo yokugcina uzinzo lwe-Afrika kuba kaloku lo mhlaba nalamatyentsha igolide nesilivere inkazimlo yazibingenakuthi hayi xa belerhutyula abarhwaphiliza exhaphaza amaxhalanga qhubekani izintondina nizintokazi qhubekani makwathina nimaqhiyazana nize nimthobele uthixo wayihlamkhulu yintsophala ukhanti urharha bungqika kwakuba kaloku lwephantsi iqhinga likamtyholi uwabona ngumprofethi utsikane emdudweni elakubana kugqilazwa nenza amakhoboka yila migegemba amabhulemba amayilili amatshintshi namatshive namatshitsholo rhwalihla Nelson Mandela sithi bayethe kweliswa lezulu wena thwele uthuthu lwazithonza ngovuza ngaphambili omxenge oSteve Biko Chrisani Robert Sobukwe Winnie Madikizela Mandela Albertina Sisulu Adelaide Tambo Oliver Reginald Tambo oh Joe Slovo. You have upheld the dignity and the stature of the African child in the entire universe. You have brought back freedom and democracy into the African continent. Nilukhali luhlahla lwenhlonipho yokuhlonitshwa komntu omnyama we-Afrika kwilizwe liphela. Nilukhali luhlahla balufudula lukhwatshiliswe lwaza lwafukanya buhlungwini betyhefu yerhambela imnyama labentlanga. Yonke lona sithi halala madiba, halala madiba wadiba intonga. Mhla uzawubhubha madiba ngwabisa mna lo ndilikhubefikazi ngendafela indawo yakho. Sizwe sabathembu siyandinqinela madoda nditsho umlaphu umbashe nqanqa sizetsitsa ziyandivumela sithi Danibunga. We will always remember you for memories of our heritage. It helps us to preserve our cultural integrity, sustain our heritage intelligence, and maintain. Manukiyeke Winnie Madikizela Mandela, manukiyeke Malcolm X, manukiyeke Martin Luther King, manukiyeke Kwame Nkrumah. Abafazi balenda wabonthakatha. Dirham. Ding.
You know, I could sit and listen to you and watch you all day. It's so powerful. How does it, you know, there's so much passion that's put into your praise poetry, but it comes out with so much fluidity. As you say, you're the river.
Yes.
How do you feel when you're expressing yourself in this way? Because we're feeling a whole lot of energy, a lot of positive vibration. What does it do for you as a being when you express yourself in this particular way?
It heals me. It balances me. It completes me. And it keeps on informing me that I have a purpose to serve. Each moment of my life, each breath I take, is a breath of purpose. Is a breath that needs one, that inspire one to find his or her own purpose. And our purpose should be positive because we have choices to make. But I believe in the spirit of Ubuntu, humanity. Humanity is holistic. Humanity does not want on its own. Humanity is selfless. Humanity is generous. Humanity is kind. Ubuntu, umtunga, bantu. I am because you are. You are because I am. If we could understand it when we say it in Xhosa, umntu ngabantu. English does not justify the depth of the meaning of this. Umntu ngumntu ngabantu. If we could recite this phrase, we would realize that the blood of a human being is power that we need to preserve. There would be no more killings. There would be no more betrayals. There would be peace and harmony. There'd be kindness. How I love Jamaica. There's so much power in this island. How I wish that there could be so much that we could bring in Jamaica. Even African activities, because the mind is triggered by knowing something, by just introducing something to somebody. Then the soul is triggered to the ambition and determination that I can actually do better and invest in something that is best. I say, no more killings. I say, no more corruption. I say, no more betrayal. Because we possess power that could change our lives to become the best. And the greatest example in this island. This island has inspired so many leaders of the world. Marcus Garvey himself inspired the great Nelson Mandelas. All the political prisoners that were jailed in Robben Island for more than 27 years. The oppression that South Africa has gone through, it's ages and ages, it's many and many years. But there were men like Garvey, Robert Sobukwe. There are a lot of men and women, Abo Lillian Ngoyi, Abo Albertina Sisulu, Abo Helen Joseph. And the struggle in South Africa was not only oppressing black people, but it was oppressing white people, because there were souls, white souls, who did not go with the propaganda of the of white on black. We've got Abo Bea Snodi, we've got Abo Helen Joseph, who fought, who marched to the Union buildings in 1956. We've got Abo Anita Katalia. We've got so much that we need to learn about. I hope Jamaica is open to that, because arts, culture, heritage, sport brings people together so that they can be able to share a nation-building notion. That's where we find similarities on the arts and culture and heritage, sports. That's where we find synergies. So I am hoping that as we will be unveiling the plan with the Jamaican government and the CARICOM for next year, biggest launch, this is going to benefit our people, because it's done from love and selflessness. So revolution, we always say, as Bob Marley said, it will never be televised. It is not for us. Revolution is not something that is beautiful because it's a change. It's a change for the ones that are going to benefit. So let's stand up, all of us, with one voice and have each other's back. Because when that massive change comes, the enemy is going to rebel. But we are the ones we've been waiting for. Nothing can destroy us, can stand in front of us and before us. We want to see our children being better. We want to change those guns to be the beautiful voices, powerful voices of the island. As we want to change guns to be the great experience, everyone must come to this island and get the healing. Because this island is an island of healing. We want people to discover their gifts of storytelling, of being a great experience. I want to see that young man in the corner there saying, Wagwan man. You know, we are fascinated about the language in this country, about the presence of the people. Just the presence is amazing. You want to go to each and every parish in this country and see no men standing with guns, but with love.
And standing with those
beautiful crafts
that you are wearing, you are expressing with yourself.
Yes, we want to see people, all the tourists from all over the world, taking something tangible and say, what is this? And people's telling their stories, it coming from Jamaica.
How can persons reach you? Because we're out of time. It seems like we just started. But how can persons reach you on the social media handles?
On social media, Jessica Mbangeni on Facebook. Jessica Mbangeni on Instagram. I'm Jessica Mbangeni on Twitter. I've got an email address with his J Mbangeni. JM for Mary, B for Bonnie, A for Apple, N for Nora, G for Gloria, E for empty, N for Nora, I for ice, at yahoo.co.uk. So people can check my YouTube channels as well. Jessica Mbangeni, Jessica the Praise Poet, Mbongi. Let's follow up the work so that we can be able to get inspiration and inspire each other.
Thank you so much, my sister. I bless you. I thank you. And boy, we're looking forward to great things. And when your Earth Day comes on Thursday, I know it's going to be really big.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ISIS. Roots FM, baby, in Jamaica, Kingston. 96.1. Shooting in Lovukazo, Jessica Mbangeni. Ulapa, what did say?
Oh boy, what a joy. What a joy to have this whole African mix in our studio. It's now 11 o'clock. It's now time for Make We Talk, our 1-hour talk show with Brian and Yeshua.